The pursuit for better coffee begins with the Melita Pour-Over Coffee Maker. Place it on your favorite mug, add ground coffee, pour water off the boil, and enjoy. It's better coffee. Visit shop.melita.ca and get 15% when you enter code MUSIC15.
Mic check first. Nakimbe, mic check.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. Are you speaking directly into the phone?
No, I'm on a headset. Do you need me to get on the phone?
If you would be, I think the quality would be better. We are recording.
Okay, let me try. Okay, how's this?
Better, great.
Okay.
We got one major request before we introduce you, and we're going to get started in that in a few minutes. And my event coordinator want to know how to pronounce your last name.
Okay. Yeah, so it's you know what, it's funny because I'm talking about marketing, so we're going to get into a little bit of branding, but it's Baobab, Baobab. I know there's a tree in Madagascar, and they pronounce it Baob. But that doesn't sound too pretty for a last name, you know?
Okay,
so I changed it to Baobab.
Baobab is coming to you.
That's right.
Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got drops, who mostly Dolce down to the blue drop. The same.
BMF Money Talks Radio Series, folks. Good morning. This is yours truly, Dr. Gold, Rich Mind. As you know, Dr. Ali Yassin, as we come to you each and every morning with that sole purpose of creating a mastermind alliance. And as you know, as we start out, let's say, when two or more minds come together, it has the ability to stimulate, that's a key word, and activate, that's another key word. The divine source within, that's another key word. So here's what we have to do. When that is activated and is right there waiting for you in your state of consciousness, all you have to do, here we go, is download all the good that you desire. But what we do, and why we're here each and every morning celebrating our 9th year here at the Billionaire Mastermind Forum, our goal is very simple.
Here's a little song
and here is the master challenge that you have, is to master the self-discipline, the mental self-discipline that's necessary to bring your dreams into reality. Good morning. Yes. Don't worry. Be happy. So this morning we have our speaker. She seems like she's fired up and ready to go with her voice there in the background. Nakimbe, incredible.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. She got an incredible bio track record. We're going to get into that. Lady Tycoon, mic check. Are you there? Karen Creasy?
Mic check.
Wow. I give you the honor this morning to introduce our guest speaker. I mean, it's just an honor to have her voice with us this morning. And folks, right now you need to text someone, and I'm telling you, what you're about to hear this morning is life-changing in terms of business and marketing. Okay, Karen Creasy, KC Connects You, will you please give us a bio on our guest speaker this morning?
Well, good morning, Billionaire family. We are getting ready to get started. If you're on Facebook, go to the post on Facebook, hit the share button, and let others know we are getting ready to get started. And obviously, and good morning, Nakimbe, we need to get to know. We need to get to know founder and CEO Nakimbe Baobab, her upbringing, challenges, mindset, and her rise to success. Multinational award winner Nakimbe Baobab holds an MBA from Northeastern University and is the CEO and founder of Mappdom International Digital Marketing and Mobile Apps. Through Mappdom, Nakimbe passionately leads her education, experience, and expertise to small businesses, encouraging them to leverage the power of digital marketing to boost annual revenues, improve customer retention, and beat their competition. As the top 150 Black Canadian Business Award winner, Nakimbe provides marketing mentorship to those she serves and gets results. In the last 5 years alone, 3 of the 4 Fortune 500 companies for which Nakimbe consulted were acquired for a staggering $7.85 billion.
Wow.
You guys make me sound so good. Who is that? I want to work with her. Oh, my God.
And the secret to her success, her proprietary marketing strategies, solutions, and formulas, which are unmatched in the industry. Drawing on over 15 years of leadership, Nakimbe has amassed an impressive record of success for both herself and her clients. Her companies include her Netflix media production company, Mild Apprenticeship Marketing, Leadership and Development Program, the E3 Conference, the WB Conference, Mappdom's Marketing Magazine for Small Business, Champs Marketing Academy for Small Business Owners, and Wakanda Business and Planning Tours. Nakimbe is also a keynote motivational speaker, self-improvement coach, and sales trainer. The seasoned copywriter is the author of 9 marketing and self-help books and owns a long-standing Victoria Vienna publishing company. Nakimbe has her MPM designation and is currently pursuing her PhD in entrepreneurship at the Open University of Zurich, Switzerland. And to balance her professional accomplishments, Nakimbe is active in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and African dance. She's a level 3 Reiki master and holds 2 financial licenses, and is a certified level 3 affirmation and manifestation coach. Woohoo! We are honored to have Nakimbe with us this morning. Go with mine. I know I'm ready. I know our family's ready, so we need to just go.
All right.
Wow. More money, more problems as the tourist big. Wow. Nakimbe. Well, here's what I got to say before I just give the mic to her, and then we're going to have a little discussion here. You know, money talks and BS walks. There's an old saying, but without a doubt, it's a true statement, you know. Yesterday we had the one and only Michael V. Roberts, a self-made African-American billionaire who shared the strategies of how money talks. He shared with us that when he was negotiating the purchase of his hotel in Detroit to the seller, he said, I can write you a check right now and close as soon as you get a clear title. And that check, folks, was about $5 to $7 million. So with that, he wrote the check. He owns the hotel. As we say, money talks and BS walks. Nakimbe, good morning. Kind of take us back this morning. You know, in the beginning, as I read some of your bios, you know, you had a difficult in wrapping your mindset around what you wanted to do. Can you take us back to how it started out in terms of your mindset and how you got to accomplish all these things? And then we're going to get into the marketing tips, but we need to know, and maybe your experience you share can help others. So good morning.
Good morning. I'm so excited and happy to be here. Thank you for having me. So, yeah, when I was being introduced, I had said that one of my favorite things out of all the lists that, you know, you guys were roll calling, my favorite one really is the affirmation and manifestation coach. And that's where it all begins. I think back in 2000, so 18 years ago, I had 2 small children, like 4 and 2 or something like that. I was working a full-time job for the government. You know, getting up very early in the morning, rushing to work, fighting traffic, all those miserable faces, not the best way to start your day. And I was like, I can't do this. and I would come home in the evening. I had to pick up the children by 6, and if you're like 1 minute late, they charge you $1 per minute. So I'm leaving work, I'm rushing through traffic, trying to pick up the children. By the time I got home, it's time to make dinner, and then they would want bedtime stories. I'm spent by that time. I'm skipping pages in the storybooks, and they're like, Mom, no, you have to read the whole thing. And so I was like, oh, I can't continue to do this. And I think what was a pivotal turning point for me was one morning I was getting ready for work. And, you know, work has its typical corporate politics and foolishness. And I was getting ready for work, and my daughter, I guess she was 2.5 at the time, she was trying to get dressed, and she put her socks on wrong, her pants on wrong, or her shirt on wrong. She did something wrong. And I got so angry because I would have to redress her, and I was going to be late for work. And that was a pivotal moment for me because I thought, hold up a second, stop. You are going to yell at your 2.5-year-old so that you can rush to a job to go and serve people that don't appreciate you, and they will drop you the minute their bottom line doesn't match the numbers that their stakeholder wants. I'm like, no, something has to change here. So from that point, I really started investigating the tools of success and following people that were successful in time after time after time after time. Everybody would say that it was all about your mindset. And that's when things really started to change for me. The law of attraction had come out. I was monitoring my thoughts, monitoring my ego. I would write down a list of all of my fears, cares, scares, concerns, and challenges, and then I would write the opposite to that. So, for example, when I had my financial license, in the back of my mind, I didn't know that I was really thinking people are not going to do business with a black woman. This is a white man's industry. I did not know that on a subconscious level that was holding me back. So really, I started working on my mindset, speaking positively, thinking positive thoughts, making sure I was only surrounding myself with positive people. I would join shows like this, like your radio show, every day, constantly surrounding myself by mentors and people who had been successful. And once the mindset started to change, because that's really the fertile soil from which everything grows, once my mindset started to change, everything just sort of opened up. Things started coming to me. And planning was also important, having a personal mission statement for myself, which is to manifest the glory of God within me, and by doing so that I may empower, encourage, and motivate other people to do the same. If you guys don't have a personal mission for your life, definitely get one, because that will feed your business. So yeah, I had a mission for myself, I had a vision for myself, I laid out a plan, and I went to work.
Boy, did you ever go to work. And work she did. Work she did. The books, the publishing company, some of the company that you actually done some work for. Now, folks, this is important. This is a PNC and BMF series here. We put together these speakers over the last week to promote our anniversary, the BMF anniversary, that's going to be in at the Gaylord in Maryland. Nakimbe has played a major role this year in that, and she's going to be there, and she's going to be our guest at our dinner black tie event and the other fairs. But she's going to be a guest. But we want you to get to kind of know her. But she's played a major role in the image and the things that's happening with PNC this year. Mm-hmm. So this morning, I want her to kind of touch on this morning. She's going to kind of share with you some steps and strategies on how to take $100 and have $100,000 impact, or generate $100,000 impact on marketing. Her credentials, obviously, and background in her company. So tell us a little bit about your company and what you do before we get into the lesson. We got your mindset. We understand how you got to where you are. It's all about that mindset, which we teach you. But Mappdom, tell us a little bit about that. We saw some of that in your bio, but tell us a little bit about more how you can help we got big companies involved, but how you can help the average person as well.
Sure. So Mappdom Mappdom International Corporation is an online marketing and mobile application development company. The name, well, let me back up. So you had mentioned some of the corporations that I had consulted for, and having that level of exposure, you see where they're going, and everybody was really moving towards mobile applications because you can have a more intimate relationship because it's right there on your phone. People are on their phone all the time. People are not necessarily on social media all the time, every day. So if you have a mobile app, you know, you have direct access to your clients and your customers. That increases engagement, which will enhance and foster loyalty, so they'll continue to stay with you and buy with you. You can increase the lifetime value of your client that way. It also positions them to be more competitive because not a lot of businesses have mobile applications, and it's also for small businesses an opportunity to increase their revenue potential. For example, I have a radio station that has an app. Their vendors obviously advertise on their radio station. However, they have over 4,000 downloads all over the world, and they're able to say to their advertisers, hey, yeah, we know you're on the radio, but do you want to be in people's hands and their pockets 24/7? You need to also advertise on our app. And we were able to, you know, pull out the statistics and see how many people go on every day and how long they stay on. So it was a really great opportunity for them to add an additional revenue stream to their business model. So, you know, corporate politics, as I mentioned, is corporate politics. And I thought, I have to go and share this with small businesses who I knew were struggling.
Right.
I myself I'm an entrepreneur, and I see what's happening with, you know, small businesses. You know, some people on the line, I've had exposure to small businesses and some of their challenges. So I was like, you know what, why don't I go and help my people? You mentioned the Power Networking Conference and the PNC, and I thought, two things I want to mention. First of all, small businesses are typically late adopters of new technology. So small businesses are always behind big corporations. And yeah, sometimes it's because they don't have the same budget, but we're going to solve that problem later today. The other thing is blacks are typically late adopters of new technology. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? If you are a black small business owner, you're doubly behind. And it's completely unnecessary. I realize that our people just don't have the knowledge. It's not even about the tools. They just don't even know what they don't know. So I thought, let me come and help our people. Now, what happened was they weren't really ready for mobile apps. Just like, you know, I guess 20 years ago when everyone was in the super pages and the yellow pages, they're like, well, why do I need a website? You know, I'm doing just fine with my flyers. You know? Yes. And then, you know, and then just jump 10 years, everyone has a personal Facebook page, and then they had the business Facebook pages, and people were like, why would I get a Facebook page for my business? You know? And now everybody, you have to have a Facebook page for your business, and you have to be on social media. And the same thing is going to happen and is starting to happen with mobile apps. The big corporations have mobile apps, and small businesses need to adopt that. So that's how Mappdom was born. And Mappdom actually stands for mobile. That's the M. The app is for application, and the DOM is for domination. So mobile, application, domination, Mappdom. That's how the company came to be.
Great name. Okay. Wow, that's absolutely incredible background and your passion to help small business after you work with major corporations. And some kind of way you bumped into PNC last year, and then as a result, you just say, let me start here, and kind of tell people how that happened, and then give them some breakdowns on what you did, what you've done for PNC, and what you could do for the average small business as well.
Sure. So last year, I'm big into beta testing. I'm very, very, very big into beta testing. All corporations do. And guys, if you take nothing away from this call, you have to do your market research. So many small businesses are like, oh, I have a really great idea. I'm going to put up a website, and I'm going to get some business cards, and I'm in business. That's not how it works. You have to do your market research. You need to know who your audience is. You need to know how you're different than your competitors, and that's what you sell. So I knew that mobile apps, like I said, were really going to be great. But as I mentioned, small businesses just didn't get it. So when I found out about the Power Networking Conference, I was like, oh, there's a conference. I can do an app for them. I can show them what technology is going to be like. I can introduce them to the concept experientially by them using the app. So I contacted Dr. George Fraser, and I said, Doc, I would like to donate an app, a mobile conference app, to the PNC. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. We've tried it before, been there, done that. No one was interested. No one cares. No one downloaded it. And I was like, great. I'm like, that's because they didn't have proper marketing. Will you let me do it? And he's like, yeah, sure, kid. Go ahead.
Okay.
So I created a mobile app, and my goal was really, like I said, to bring our people into the digital future, into the digital revolution, because there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars being left online simply because we're not up to date on technology. So Dr. Fraser allowed me to create the app. We got very good feedback. Even without a lot of lead time and notice, we had over half the participants download the app. We got great comments. People were able to engage with each other. I'm sure, as you guys know, you go to conferences and you walk away with a million different flyers and business cards that you just end up putting in a drawer somewhere. When you have a mobile app, every single speaker or every single speaker in a conference can have all of their materials right there in the app, for like a year afterwards. So I was really pleased to help bring them into technology that way. And also I started to look at his social media, which we're going to speak about later today. And I was like, you know what, for the big celebrity brand name that you are, or even hope to be greater, we really need to fix up your social media. And then, again, bringing them into the digital future, their registrations were all on paper, and that means that their administration was having to transfer things that were written on paper into the computer. I was like, no, we need to fix up your website, let people register right online. It goes directly into your CRM, which is your customer relationship management tool, and just automate everything. And even with their email open rates, we're only about 6%. So even if you have a list of 10,000 people, if you only have a 6% open rate in your email, that means only 600 people are seeing your message. You have to have a good subject line so people open your email. And, so there's a lot of tech stuff, but everything I've mentioned, guys, is free. The mobile app is not free, but, these other strategies, your email, your social media, digital marketing does not have to be expensive.
Okay, so now let's get into some steps. Now, we do have a large portion of our listeners that are business owners, and some of them are entrepreneurial business owners, and they are listening to you. So just as give them some teasers, and they got to come to the PNC and BMF celebration to get the full package. But give us some teasers. We got a heading on how $100 can get you generate $100,000 value. So start giving them some teasers, not some teasers, but some pointers, I should say, on what they can do to generate this impact, that the subject matter that you talked about here.
Well, what I'll be covering at PNC is, if anybody is familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it talks about motivation and the things that people need in place. The basic thing, of course, that you need is food and shelter. And then you want to have love and belonging. And then you have, and then you go up. And then the last one is self-actualization. And that's when you're at the peak. There's something similar in marketing, which is called the hierarchy of marketing needs. And again, if you picture a pyramid or a triangle, on the bottom level, which is level 1 marketing, it's informational marketing. It's mainly websites and social media. And that's what a lot of small businesses are doing. And, as I mentioned, for under $100, you can have a Facebook page and a website. But that's where a lot of people stay. They never move up the other levels. And as you move up the levels, your income will increase, and so will your customer attraction. So, the next level up is engagement. And then, there are a couple other, I'm not going to give away all the secrets, but yeah, I will take you, to anybody who comes to the PNC, I'll be taking them up the hierarchy of marketing needs. And, at the very tip, I'll let you know, is automation, and dynamic content, sort of what I said I'm trying to introduce for FraserNet and the PNC, where let's say you're interested in wealth management, you would be getting emails about that. If you're interested in business development, you'd be getting emails about that, rather than just sending everybody all the same information all the time. It can be dynamic. The content can change. Everything can be automatic. So you can sit back and relax a little bit and not work so hard. Let the technology work hard for you. So that's what I'll be going over at the PNC.
Okay, great. So as a freebie this morning, give them several tips. Take the Billionaire Mastermind Forum as a subject here this morning. Tips on what we could do to brand ourselves, as well as generic enough for everybody else to pick it up as well. We are we've been running for the last 9 years. We do have some name recognition. We got over, I guess, several thousand recorded messages that we have. We've been running it as a conference call, just starting off as a BMF Money Talk Radio series. But from us as a platform, using this as an example, and many of the listeners out there have a lot of them have a home-based business, some of them have a conventional business. Some of them just have an idea, and some of them probably just playing around. But what would be the first step in this social media platform that we could do to better ourselves?
Okay, well, I'm trying to just pull up, because Mappdom has 10 commandments for effective marketing, and I just want to pull up the graphics so that I don't say them incorrectly. And I'm going to start with that, and just give me one quick
So we're
second.
going to write those down, right? 10 commandments you're going to give us, right?
Yep, the 10 commandments of effective marketing. If I just get my computer to behave, I can find it for you. It's really cute. Like it rhymes and everything. Just 2 seconds here. This will give you guys an opportunity to go grab your pen or whatever in the meanwhile.
Yeah, meanwhile, folks, you're listening to Nakimbe. She is one of the speakers, as well as a consultant for PNC, which was going to be happening at July 4th weekend in Gaylord Hotel in Prince George County. This is PNC's 16th year of celebration, and we're going to have over 1,300 to 1,400 people. This is the 9th year for Billionaire Mastermind Forum, which we will have over 200 people. We will be celebrating our anniversary within their anniversary, and you can go to bmfeventpages.com and see how to register for PNC through us, and there's a whole lot of benefits. And Nakimbe, did you find it yet? I just did a little commercial.
Yep.
Okay.
I am ready.
Go.
Okay, so these are the 10 commandments to get heavenly marketing results. Okay, so I'm going to read them all quickly, and then I'll say each one individually, and then we can get into it, and then you'll understand how you can apply this to your organization. And then if we have time, I'll go over a couple of other strategies. Okay. So I'm going to read all 10 of them. These are the 10 commandments for heavenly marketing results. Number 1, love thy business, and to thy business be true. Number 2, know thy competitors' ways, and you will never be blue. Number 3, shine thy light on what makes thou great. Number 4, honor thy audience segments in every single way. Number 5, be thou not general, or surely thou business will fall ill. Number 6, commit not ad hoc marketing. Be targeted. Use skill. Number 7, market smartly and only where it makes good sense. Number 8, monitor thy results. Do testing. Be dense. Number 9, thou shalt not rely solely on one simple marketing strategy. And number 10, thou shalt move to paid advertising only after testing organically. So those are the 10 commandments. So how I would apply them, you asked me how you would apply this to your organization. So the first thing is to love thy business and to thy business be true. What does that mean? There are many, many mastermind groups, and there are many, millionaire mentorship organizations. You would have to find out what makes your organization different. Is it more hand-holding support? Is it more resource? Is it more execution? How are you different than PNC, for example? So that's the first thing I would start with. And the reason why, even though you asked me about social media, if you don't know what your differentiator is, what are you going to say on social media? You have to do these things first. So we don't jump into social media. We do these things first. The second commandment, know thy competitor's ways and you'll never be blue. Again, that feeds into the first one, is once you know who you are and you know your competitor, you can have your differentiators. What's the difference between a Harley Davidson and a Ducati? They're both motorcycles, but they're marketed differently and they attract different people. You have to do this exercise before you start before you start promoting on social media and Facebook. Otherwise, you sound like everybody else. Nobody cares. Number 3, shine thy light on what makes you great. So again, highlight the differences and the wonderful aspects of your organization to your potential audience. Like, yes, this person has this and this person has this, but we have this. And once you find out who your target market is, you can speak the language and say the messages that they want to hear.
Okay,
Honor thy audience.
Let's go back to number 3
Sure.
again. You said find thy like, L-I-K-E?
No, shine thy light.
Shine.
So shine light.
Shine, S-H-I-N-E, shine thy light. And what was the rest of it?
I will send this to you, and you can post it on your website if you'd like.
All right, go right ahead.
Shine thy light on what makes thou great. And then number 4 is honor thy audience segments in every single way. So what that means is if you have a product that you're selling, you're not sending, again, you asked me about social media, but you have to do the 10 commandments first or your social media will fail most times. Honor thy audience segments in every single way. What happens, a big mistake that I see out there with small businesses is they promote the same message to everybody in the same way. And that's not effective because it won't land properly. One of my favorite examples to give about this is let's say you're a doll manufacturer and you want to sell your dolls. What an inexperienced or amateur marketer or somebody who just doesn't know, they might just, get a website and start posting on social media. I sell dolls, this kind of doll, that kind of doll, this kind of doll. Again, I'm kind of brash. People have called me brash, but who cares? Who cares? Everybody is selling a doll. Who cares? But if you honor, if you obey the 4th commandment, which is honor thy audience segments in every single way, and you do your research, start to ask yourself some questions. Who would want to purchase a doll? A grandmother might want to purchase a doll for her granddaughter, or for anybody, for her child, her grandchild. A teacher might want a doll to use in the classroom. A therapist might want a doll to use in therapy. So rather than just going on social media, hey, I sell dolls. Hey, everybody, look at me. I sell dolls. I sell dolls. Hi, I sell dolls. That is not how you market. You would say, dear teacher, do you want to create a more effective relationship with your children? Here's a doll. To the grandmother, you have a different message that says, give your grandchild a gift that they will cherish for life. To the, what was the other one? The teacher, whatever, you guys understand what I'm saying. So that's what the 4th commandment is about. Honor thy audience segment in every single way, which feeds into commandment number 5, be thou not general, or surely thou business will fail. Don't just say I'm a doll maker. You're going to talk to the therapist about how they can use the doll in therapy. You're going to talk to the grandmother about, how you can create a relationship with, buying this doll that your grandkid wants. And you can talk to the teacher about using it in their school. That also gives you a lot of opportunity to advertise and market your business in 3 different places, as opposed to one message on one platform in the same way all the time. Commandment number 6 is commit not ad hoc marketing, be targeted, use skill, which again feeds into the previous commandment. A lot of people just, I want to do an ad. I want to do a campaign. Let's go. No, don't do that. That's ad hoc marketing. That's like off the cuff, all of a sudden. Sit down, plan. Who are all the different audience segments that would benefit from my service or product, and how would they benefit? So again, don't commit ad hoc marketing. Be targeted and use skill. Commandment number 7, market smartly and only where it makes good sense. Now, I love this one because if you are marketing dolls, for example, and you are targeting, grandparents, they're probably not on Facebook, right? If you are, Facebook demographics they're a little bit older. If you are targeting, let's say, teachers who are going to sell dolls, who want to buy a doll for their classroom, then your best bet might be to be on Instagram because that's where the younger people are. So again, you have to market smartly and only where it makes good sense. And the only way to know that is to do your research ahead of time. Number 8, monitor thy results. Do testing and be dense. When you're dense, it's robust, it's heavy. You really have to monitor your results. A lot of times people just post things or they go ahead and they just market. They don't necessarily go back to look at their analytics. Who is going to your web page? How long are they staying on your web page? On what pages do they go to most often? From where are they coming? Are they coming from, another website that referred your website to them? Are they coming to your website from a social media post? Are they coming to your website from stuff that you may have posted on YouTube? Once you monitor your results and you do testing and you're dense, it will save you a lot of time, money, and headaches because you'll know which channels work best. I would say 97% of small business owners never do this. They don't know. They never think about it. Number 9, I would say number 9 is thou shalt not rely solely on one simple marketing strategy. Again, if you think you're just going to be posting on Facebook and then make millions and riches, that's probably not going to happen. So you can't necessarily rely on one simple marketing strategy. You have to have email marketing, you have to have branding, you have to, that's like if each marketing channel is going to bring in income for you, why would you limit the amount of marketing channels that you have access to and on which you promote? And then number 10 is thou shalt move to paid advertising only after testing organically. This is my favorite one, and this is the one that most people don't adhere to. Again, I've seen it time and time again where a small business is like, great, okay, I need some money. I got to advertise my business. Let me take out some, and I'm just talking about Facebook because that's what most people are familiar in using. There are lots of different social media platforms on which you can market and advertise, including LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram, etc. So, but you only want to do that after testing. So everything that I just mentioned to you guys is free. None of that stuff that I mentioned to you before, knowing thyself and knowing thy competitor and shining thy light and knowing your audience segments and don't be general, none of that costs any money. That's why I was saying for under $100, you can extract $100,000 or more of marketing value. What happens is people don't do the research and they're like, okay, I need to advertise. They go, they take out some Facebook ads. How do you know what picture to use? How do you know what language to say? I've had people say, oh, I'm going to advertise. And I'm like, what's your audience? Anybody from 25 to 65? No, that is not drilling down to a specific audience. You want to have one advertising campaign for this group, another advertising campaign for that group, another advertising campaign for that group. And because people don't do that, they put up generic ads saying generic things, and people click. You pay Facebook or Google AdWords money every time people click, and if that doesn't produce a return on investment for you, I've seen people spend themselves out of business. I've seen people spend $2,900 on Facebook ads to maybe get one lead that converts. That is almost $3,000 cost per acquisition. That is crazy. But if you don't do the other 9 commandments first and you jump right into paid advertising, this is what happens. So you can do all of the other stuff organically. You can test. You can see what works. Once you know what works, then you strategically, and that's why Mappdom, I've done this exercise with my own company. There are lots of marketing companies out there, but as you mentioned, we say we're different because we're based on education, experience, and expertise. So you can put another marketer beside me, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Well, what's their education? Okay, so they don't actually have the academic foundation of the marketing principles. Okay, what's their experience? Oh, they don't have my experience. I've worked with top-level corporations who've been acquired for billions of dollars because of the rebranding strategies that I've put in place for them.
Wow.
You know, and in terms of my expertise, I can say, well, I've worked with the top 1% of internet millionaire, billionaire gurus. What has your marketing agency done? You know? So, yeah, so you have to know how you're different. You have to know how you're different and then move into paid advertising that way.
Wow. 10 Commandments. What was the rest of it? 10 Commandments of, what was the statement?
It's the 10 Commandments to achieve heavenly marketing results.
Results for less than $100. You're listening to Nakimbe this morning, CEO of Mappdom, and one of the things she talked about, I'm going to ask her this question, and I'm going to leave it open for others to ask questions. How important, I know one of the things your company focuses on, because you mentioned it to FraserNet, is an app. How important is it to have an app for your company, and your company provides the app, and how long would it take, and what's some of the cost factors as well?
Okay, great question. Thank you for asking about mobile applications. Like I said, that is our foundation and our roots, and we don't get to play in that sandbox as often as we'd like, right? But so a mobile application, it really there are 4 types of mobile applications. One is just, it's like a hub mobile app, and that's what Dr. George Fraser is going to be moving to after. Like, there's a mobile app for the PNC where you can figure out the agenda and who's speaking and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
and then there's.
Is that something we can download now?
Yeah. Yes. Right. If you go into the Apple Store, if you go into Google Play, you just type in Power Networking. You may still see the Power Networking 2017 icon because Apple takes a little while to update their stuff, but the content inside of it is still the same. So no need to worry. You can download that. I'll read out the link for you after. And even if you don't want to download it, if you don't have a lot of room on your phone, you can still use it as a web app. So it functions like an app, but you don't have to download anything onto your phone.
Great. Okay.
So, yeah. So a hub app, as I was mentioning, is just a place where everybody can get everything. So they can go, they can get your YouTube, they can get your Facebook, they can get your Instagram, they can get your website, everything in one spot. So they don't have to run around to different spots. That's a hub app. And those are probably about $1,500. And there are payment plans and all sorts of stuff available. The next kind of app is a small business app, and that's where you would, host your merchandise. Oh my goodness, you can do loyalty rewards. You can, oh gosh, there's so much. Let me think. You can do menus if you have a restaurant. You can send push notifications, which is wonderful. I mentioned to you Dr. Fraser, and not just him, but a lot of people, their email open rates are sometimes under 10%. But everybody looks at a text message. So if you use push notifications through your mobile app, you can send like a text message right to somebody's phone. And it doesn't look like a text message per se. It looks like an intimate message that you're just sending one-on-one. It'll be, hey, how are you doing today? We're having a special. It's really quite nice. What else? There are so many things, guys. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but there are so many things that small businesses can do. You can have your podcast on your small business app. Like I said, loyalty is a big one. For some of these restaurants, they'll do ordering, just a lot of stuff. So there's the Hub app, which is just having everything.
Wow, you say it's a whole, I don't know how you keep up with it all, but this is incredible stuff. The Hub app, the small business app.
Yep.
Wow.
The third one is just if you have an idea for an app, like, I have an idea for an app, whatever that might be. I had just recently somebody came and they wanted to, just with all sort of the police violence that's happening, they wanted to create an app where, if you think you're in trouble, you open the app, you press this button, this is my location, this is the situation, you know what I mean? It's like a safety app. It also will notify people in your local area, you know, if the cops are harassing you and you're on an intersection and you go to your app and you do whatever, that people can come out. They'll come out. They'll get an alert on their phone. Yo, I'm having trouble at intersection XYZ. Come out. So that's a customized app, and you can build an app for almost any idea that you have. So the first one is a hub app. The second one is a small business app. The third one are customizable apps. And the fourth one are enterprise solutions. Like there's an energy company, and they had it for all of their sales reps and their technicians that went into people's homes to help them with their HVAC, and they're able to, you know, log everything into the app, and it goes right into the corporate system. Yeah, so those are the four types.
What website would they go to get more information now?
www.mappdom.com, and I'll spell that. That's MAPPD, like Dominion, O, and then M, like Mary. www.mappdom.com.
You listen to Nakimbe. She's the CEO of Map.com. Incredible track record. The stuff that she has done, the Ricky, the this and the that, and the books and the publishing. She's just a wizard. She's just a genius. I'm gonna open up the line now to my co-host this morning to see what they have to share, their questions they might have this morning. All right, the lines are open. Who would like to share any questions this morning? Billionaire Baby, Billionaire Joe, Dr. James, I see you on Dr. King as well. But Billionaire Baby, go right ahead.
Yeah.
This is a lot of stuff, right? This is a lot of stuff.
I'm listening to you, Nimby, and I'm thinking, oh my God. Because I listen, even when they make me update and do stuff, I get mad because well, part of me really don't want to change. You know, I want to just stay with what's old. But I'm thinking, in order to really increase and grow, I got to learn all this stuff. But there's so much of it. I think it's kind of scary. But I know if you're in business, you gotta, you know, you have to educate yourself, research it, and move up to this level. You are fantastic in terms of just all the information that you, and I can see that you are very easy with it, and it's come to you so easily. But it's sometimes kind of scary to a lot of people. That's why they have a hard time really, you know, moving into it. But I can see it would really be a big help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I got to get my consciousness ready to open up and learn all of this.
But I want to just address. I want to quickly just address something. Yes, you guys are correct. It can seem overwhelming, and it can seem like a lot. But Mappdom has we have like a coaching program where we will take your hand step by step and walk you through everything. One of the things that you mentioned that scares me, quite honestly, is a lot of people do what you mentioned, which is go out and do the research and start to implement it by yourself. You don't change your own oil. You don't give yourself your own root canal. You don't represent yourself in court. You know, they say the person who has a lawyer for a client is a fool. You should really have a marketing professional help you, because even if you do research online, your job is not to become a marketing expert. Your job is to do your job, to be a coach or a teacher. You know, let the experts help you, walk you through step by step, and minimize that confusion and overwhelming feeling that you get.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
And I just want to add a large portion of our group are juniors, what we call ourselves junior senior citizens. But we are hip junior senior citizens. We're on board with a lot of things. So when you're talking to us, we definitely need that coaching as well.
Yes,
so,
the hand-holding.
The hand-holding.
Sometimes you get overwhelmed.
But we are resourceful. We are, we made a good life for ourselves. We own homes. We got a 401k. We can write a check to the bank and it won't bounce. And we live a good life. A lot of us. But we need to, as you say, expand that. Who else do we have out there?
I would like to ask Nakimbe, first of all, recognize her time and talents and just incredible, these achievements that she has, done. I mean, just so impressive, Nakimbe. But amazing.
Thank you.
But just,
Thank you.
just to address it for small businesses, how cost effective it is to incorporate all these incredible principles in our marketing efforts. Give us an idea of type of budget that is required to minimal incorporate some of these basic principles.
Perfect. Thank you for asking that question. And that's why this talk is titled as it is how to generate $100,000 of marketing value on a $100 budget, because honestly, most small businesses, when they're starting out, they don't have a lot of capital. So this is one of the secrets. We have about 9 minutes. If you guys want to get out your pens, you should definitely write these down. There are 12 little secrets that I'm going to give you, and this is how you can start to market your business. And if you guys want to, find me on Facebook or go to my website or, send an email to info@mappdom.com. I promise I'll get back to everybody. But in terms of being cost effective, there are 12 different steps through which I take people when they come on board. I'm going to rattle off all 12 of them and then, quickly go over them. Yeah, I'll quickly go over them. But these are the 12 avenues through which you can market. Ready? The first one is video, then local. So that's video marketing, then local marketing, social, mobile, content creation, content syndication, analytics, competitor analysis, branding, your graphics, campaign planning, and then paid advertising. So I'm going to read those again quickly. Video, local, social, mobile, content, content syndication, analytics, competitor analysis, campaign planning, and then paid marketing. Okay, so video takes no money at all. You can grab your phone, you can talk on your phone, and we teach you guys about best practices, how long the video should be, what you should say in the beginning, what you should say at the end, how to have a call to action. But that's free. Take a video with your phone, post it on YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine. We'll teach you how to optimize the right words, so people find you. Because Google, if you do a Google search, you'll notice that they will give you websites, but they also give you videos. And that's a competitive edge for you right there, because not a lot of businesses do videos. That's completely free. And you're like, oh, I don't want to have my face on camera. That's fine. Do a PowerPoint presentation and put that into slides, or have testimonials and have those be your videos, or a day in the life. We can give you at least 30 different video ideas. You don't have to use your face. But yeah, so that's video. That costs nothing. The next one is local. My heart is broken at how many people are not even listed on the Google business listings. If you do that, Google will serve up your listing, and it's like local listing, so people in your local area will find your business. A lot of people haven't even registered their business with Google Maps and those kinds of things. So that's video and local, both free. Video, local, social. Your social media is also free. You can post every day. You just have to know what to post and how to post and what hashtags to use, and make sure that you put your website in it and curate other people's content. Don't just be posting me. Look at the news. Hey, if I'm a financial advisor, I'm not just pushing you to sell, my products all the time. Guess what? The department of whatever just came out with this report about people being in debt, or, there's a controversy between which type of insurance is the best. Curate and post other people's content. That's free. That's providing value so that the people on your social media sites, they want to come back more and more and more. You're not just pushing your stuff all the time. And when you have video, that can feed your social media. Okay, so you've got video, local, social. You can have a mobile app, right? And then there's content. There are hundreds of thousands of blogs that have industry-related topics similar to every one of you on the line. I don't care who you are. You're not the only one out there. There's page views and ads, and there are websites that want people to come to their site. They can't come up with content all the time. So if you come up with content, if you're selling a financial product or you're selling a coaching product, write a couple articles. That costs no money. Write a couple of articles and donate them to different sites. Say, hey, you have a website about this. This is my finding. Here you go. Here's an article. They're going to be, oh my gosh, thank you so much for giving us content. because they want pushing content all the time. Page views are very, very important for certain blogs. You know, that you could do it like for Huffington Post. Like they're, oh my gosh, that's a whole other thing I'll get into. But everything costs no money, guys, no money for those things. Then you look like an expert, and then you put your website in the article. People come back to your website. This stuff is all free. Those are 6 channels, and there are 6 more to go. So don't even worry about money. Money is the last thing. Remember the commandments? 10. It's the last thing. Paid advertising is the last thing. Put your money in your pocket. And keep your money in your pocket until it makes sense to spend.
Dr. Bayamo, this is Dr. King, James King.
Hello, Mr. King.
Can you hear me? Oh, good. Listen, you hit something that touched my heart. By the way, very powerful presentation, content filled. Loved it.
Thank you.
The Reiki, give me an idea of what the spiritual awareness side of your Reiki background and the effect that it's had on your character development and your success in business.
Well, you know what? Being a small business person can be overwhelming, as you know. It can take over a lot of areas of your life, your finances, your relationships. You miss events, or you know, family and friends may feel neglected. So with the Reiki, that's really just energy. You know, we have different energy centers, and I think just taking some time in the morning, meditating, appreciating. You know, the other day I was going down the stairs, and I was honestly amazed. I was like, wow, I'm not plugged into anything. You know, I can just move about. I have energy within me. And so it's realizing our power, that we don't need to be plugged in like a radio or a computer, and making sure that you balance that energy within yourself. You know, you take time in the morning to do your meditations or your prayers or some quiet time, because honestly, for me, I would go to bed thinking about business. I would probably dream about it. My heart's palpitating. I wake up in the morning, oh my gosh, I have this to do, I have that to do. I don't have time to relax. I got to get to work. No. When you take care of yourself and you balance yourself, everything else sort of works out. If you are not right with yourself, everything else is going to be a reflection of that chaos, basically, I would say. So spiritually, with the Reiki and the energy and appreciating your body and saying your prayers and thanking the higher source, that all feeds into business success as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, great answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had a question. So does your business do, like, once the business is started in advertising, like maintaining as well? One of the things, I traveled for a marketing company for a while, and we did market research for several companies like Chick-fil-A and Panera Bread. And so one of our jobs we did Wawa was these big companies, they're marketing all the time, doing market research throughout the whole year, making sure that things are run right. And my job was to catch mistakes and stuff like that. Do you all do that?
Which part? Be specific. Do we do what, the market research?
Yes, the market research.
Yes, we do. For any client that comes on board with us, we have 3 different levels of service. And again, it just depends on people's budget. So one is we advise. The second level is we guide. And the third one is we drive. So if you think of it like a map, or, you know, getting from one destination to another, if we advise, we're just giving you the map. So we give you the map, we tell you what to do, you take a left. We give you a map, right? But you have to figure it out yourself. You have to get in the car. You have to drive. And that level of service is really best for people that don't really have a huge marketing budget to hire a marketing agency to do all that other stuff. The second level is we guide. So that's kind of like GPS. So yes, we will give you the map, but we're also very specific with it. So we wouldn't just say, you know, create 50 videos for YouTube. We would be like, create 50 videos for YouTube. 10 of them should be this, 10 of them should be that, 10 of them should be this. It should be 3 minutes long, it should say this, and you should tag it this way. So that's the difference between the first level, which is we advise. The second level is the first level is we advise. The second level is we guide. So we'll give you the outline, and we're a little bit more specific with what you have to do. And that's like a collaborative exercise. And then the third level is we drive. So it's complete chauffeur service, and that's where some of your market research would come in. It's complete chauffeur service. You sit back, you run your photography business, your coaching business, your restaurant, your radio station, whatever it is you do that, and we will take you where you need to go. So we would be doing the market research. We would be finding out who, the best audience segments are. We would be doing all of the website analytics and, seeing traffic and who's coming and who's staying and who's lingering. And then we would help you create a marketing campaign based on those things. So yes, we do market research. That's what the whole company is based on. Like, that's how corporations do it, professionals do it. And, I have my master's in business administration. So nothing happens without research. Nothing. Like, these guys don't waste money. They don't play with money. Their stakeholders and their shareholders want maximum profits. And there's no way you can do that unless, you're exactly on the line with what is and isn't going to work. They don't have money to waste. They don't even like to spend money on little testing sometimes. They want to know what is going to work, and the only way to know that is to do your market research ahead of time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, it's been an incredible experience this one. Do we have any more questions? Go right ahead. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great. This is Free to Be Rich Flowers. My tag is go within or go without. Free to be rich. Everybody calls me Flowers. I think this is so timely. Thank you. I love it. How do I spell your name?
Nakimbe. N-A-K-I-M, like Mary, B like Bob, E. Nakimbe. Nakimbe. Last name is Baobab. B-A-O-B-A-B. If anybody wants to send me an email to get in touch, because the form on my site is wonky sometimes. You might fill out the form and it may not come all the way through to our email service provider. So send a direct email to info, I-N-F-O, at Mappdom.com, Mappdom.com. Mention the radio show, mention Dr. Ali Yassine, and I'll know from where you're coming.
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate
you only
too.
What I want today. Meditate and pray.
Great and happy day. I just want to let you know you are like the bomb.com, and all I was thinking was, bam, you hit it out of the park. You are amazing, fabulous, just overall wonderful. And I just wanted to tell you I appreciate you. Thank you so much for just giving us so much content and so much really, really quality information that we can use. And thank you for thinking about our pocketbooks as well. My name is Billionaires Happy, D. Terrell F. Tullis. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, if you guys can make it out to the PNC, the Power Networking Conference event, then you can talk directly, you can speak directly with me. And if you're not able to make it out, you can always reach me online digitally, because I'm bringing all of you guys into the digital revolution.
Woo! Thank you.
Another question. In the beginning, when you started, and this is Lady Tycoon, I introduced you. When you were starting, you gave a beautiful affirmation or a statement before we started the marketing end of it. Can you repeat that? Do you remember?
My personal mission statement?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what maybe that's what
it was. It is, yeah. It's the foundation upon which everything else in my life is built. So my mission is to make manifest the glory of God within me. And by doing so, I may motivate, inspire, and encourage other people to do the same. I want everybody to be successful. We are all magnificent. We all have a light inside of us, and we just need to let it shine, and that will attract other people. And it's just enhancing. It just enhances and enhances. It has that exponential effect. So yes, my mission, my personal mission, is to make manifest the glory of God within me, and by doing so, I may motivate, inspire, and encourage other people to do the same. So I hope I've done that here today.
You have one.
Yes, you have.
You guys are wonderful.
And, well, yeah, and we'd love for you to come back and join us again. We are here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, including holidays, and we have been for over the past 9 years. So we'd love for you to join us. Like you said, you don't have, if it's not something that you're doing each day, then please come back and join us. We're here all the time.
Oh, I love it. Like the morning, the party and the music, I was thinking, man, this is a great way to start my day. So thank you guys for having this amazing motivation first thing in the morning. How amazing is that?
Thank you.
And you have to stay around for the closeout, because if you like the beginning of the party, you're going to like the ending, too.
All right, let me get my dancing shoes. Just cue when you're ready.
That's part of it, too. We do have a dancing segment. Billionaire is happy you're going to have to start that 10-day, 30-day thing again.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the PNC. I'm so excited.
Yes, we would love to see you. Wonderful.
Yeah, I have a question.
I'm not at the dashboard. I need some help with the music at the end. I'm not at the dashboard. Go right ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, not today, Ali?
No, I got music. No worries.
Go with your question. Go.
Oh, yes. I think on the introduction said she had produced $8 billion. Was that correct?
Yeah, I've had what are the names of the companies? I can send them to you, but BMO Harris Bank, they didn't have an acquisition. Union Gas bought over a company called Union Gas bought Reliance Home Comfort. That's an HVAC company. I mentioned their enterprise app. One of the other companies I work for, Cambridge Global Payments, was taken over by FleetCor. That's a Chinese company, and a couple of others. Some of them are private, and I can't mention their names. But and then there's another one that was taken over by a company called.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, listen, we really, really appreciate and just love having you, Nakimbe. So much information, and we can't wait to meet you. And
yes, thank you.
Anytime you have some freedom and just want to meditate and enjoy the vibrations that we're all sending out to each other, because we are one, and spiritually, that's what it's all about, to really help one another. So let us have our closers. Old Lady Tycoon, go. You want to give us some information before we go?
Okay. Well, we definitely a powerful broadcast today. Thank you so much, Naomi, and thank you so much, Nakimbe Mappdom. I messed up your whole name. Nakimbe Mappdom. I was looking at your contact information. info@Mappdom, Mappdom.com. Again, info@Mappdom, Mappdom.com. You can also, she has a Facebook page by that name as well as her personal page, so definitely reach out to her. And you can see her definitely live at the Power Networking Conference. And that's going to be taking place July 4th through the 8th at the Gaylord National Resort and Conference Center in Prince George's County, Maryland. You don't want to miss that. So you can find details at bmfeventpages.com. Again, that's plural. Again, bmfeventpages.com. And you will want to use the code AYASIN1854 on that ticket price. We'll bring it down from $8.95 down to $3.99. And that is a great deal for when you're looking at 4 days of events. You have the keynotes, the workshops, the investors, mentors, networking, and so much more. The After Dark workshops, they have things going from 7 a.m. till after midnight. So you definitely don't want to miss out. Forbes magazine, it says it's one of the top conferences not to be missed. And it's definitely every year great things that are happening there, the Power Networking Conference. And not just there, after the event, more stuff going on with the anniversary. So you don't want to miss out. Again, bmfeventpages.com. Use the code AYASIN1854.com. For any new callers that are on the line, if you wanted to ask questions and were unable to get in, by pressing *6, we'd love to hear your name, your city, who invited you, and allow us to give you a warm welcome so we can return the love, energy, and vibration we share here each day. If you don't have an opportunity to do that this morning, we invite you to come back again. We are here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, including holidays. So definitely would love to hear from you. If not today, then do come back another day soon. Remember, all ages are welcome on our broadcast, so take the opportunity to invite someone to join us, whether live or on the replay, which is 712-432-1085, same PIN 915-358 #. Again, the replay number is 712-432-1085, same PIN 915-358 #. And also you can, share the Facebook post and let them know, listen to the replay until tomorrow at 9 a.m. Also, when you invite people to the broadcast, make sure you alert them if they have Metro, PCS, or T-Mobile. Some of the cell phone providers have blocks in regard to conference calling. There's an app on your phone, IntelliDial, INTELIDIAL, which will allow you to dial through like a bridge line. Again, that app is IntelliDial, INTELIDIAL. Just remember, it's not just our hosts, our co-hosts, and our guest speakers, but each and every person in our family is so important, and we appreciate each and every one of you. So make sure you share that information. Great stuff happening here at the Billionaire Mastermind Forum. This is Karen Creasy, Lady Tycoon, KCConnectU.com. Let me turn it back over to you. Let's go. Make it a great day. Thank you, Nakimbe. Awesome.
Thank you, Lady Tycoon. Our closes. Ellen, Eslin. Hold on just a second. Ellen, are we there? Eslin, are we there? Okay, anyone want to step in for Ellen?
Awesome broadcast.
Anyone want to step in for Eslin?
The Billionaire Mastermind Forum is just like a box of chocolate.
I'm trying to get in. Can you hear me?
Go, girl, go. We can hear you. We got you.
You muted me out, and then you muted me in, and you muted me. So anyway, I'm here.
Woo! We're happy you're here.
Thank you, Nakimbe. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is Eslin rejoicing in abundance. And I just want to tell you that the Billionaire Mastermind Forum broadcast family, we are like a box of chocolate, and you never, ever know what you're going to get. But you always know it's going to be good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crazy good.
Crazy good.
I love my life.
Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yes. Claro que sí, yes. Let's go. Woo! Take what the mama gave you, get down, let's go.
Love it.
Made the commitment to live a healthy, active lifestyle. No one said it would be easy, but it can be with Healthy Planet. Healthy Planet is your source for high-quality vitamins, herbs, supplements, health foods, sports nutrition, and more, including natural cosmetics and bath products. Plus, they have a nutritionist on site as well as free classes and seminars every month. Healthy Planet. Live life healthy. 19 locations and growing. And online at healthyplanetcanada.com. Official partner of your Toronto Raptors. 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 Your Toronto Raptors.